Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. Just a quick video, I'm going to quickly review VC106, it's the reissue of Nunb, and because he's a reissue, not as exciting as he could be, but VC106, let's check it out and compare him to some other Nunbs. Alrighty, and there he is on the card, Nunb VC106, and as you can see it's the re-release, and it's got the 40th anniversary return of the Jedi logo up the top there, which is really cool. It's a really cool film art that they've used, and it's also nice that, you know, they have this logo to differentiate it from the VC 1.0 version. I am personally very happy that they reissued it because I never had it, and so I picked up a couple of those. Looks really cool. On the back, VC106, the new style, which is actually going out of fashion soon, so they're doing going back to the older style, so that's going to be welcome. And again, yeah, it looks really cool on card there. Okay, and here is Nunb, and first thing you're going to notice is he is short. So there he is next to Lando, who's towering above him, and I believe that Nunb's not meant to be short. It's a bit of a mistake, I think, on Hasbro's part. They didn't correct it for this re-release. He's got swivel at the thighs, which are no longer acceptable, but were acceptable for when he came out. Ooh, can I even bend his knee? I'm sure it bends, but I don't want to break it. He's got these nice little gaiters above his boots, which is cool. And he's got a swivel. That's interesting. Yeah, he's got like a swivel and a... Well, okay, there we go. That's going to bend a little bit. And because of the gaiters on his boots, you don't get a lot of movement in his ankles, if any at all. There's a little bit of a hinge there, potentially. Let's have a look at his face. It's pretty good, but I'll get to one of the issues in a second. And his arms, it's a bit stiff, but it's cold here, so that could be why. And yeah, here's a little pistol that goes in his holster. Oh, and he also comes with this unnecessary massive rifle, which is sort of a nod to the Power of the Force 2 figure, I guess. So yeah, pretty basic figure and just a little bit short for me. And here you go, here are all the Nunb figures that I know of in 3.75 inch line, and you can see why I think he's a bit short. So this is the original vintage one, and you can see that the flap underneath his, like the lower part of his face, is painted differently, and that's one of the criticisms of the vintage collection one, that it's not painted differently. And if we look at the card back from before, it is supposed to be a different colour. Then we got the Power of the Force 2 one from the 90s, just another 5 POA, kind of in an action stance, but again, at least the lower part of his mouth is painted a different colour. And then we get the sequel trilogy one, which might be a bit painful for some people because they don't like sequel trilogy. It's actually not a bad 5 POA figure, but he looks like he's sunburnt, like his face doesn't look quite right. So yep, the two things with this guy is he's short and he doesn't have a two-tone look to his face, which is incorrect. There we go, there he is in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon with Lando, and because he is short, he's nice and easy to get into the cockpit, and because he's got the swivel hips, that makes it nice and easy for him to sit as well. Let's have a look with the cockpit canopy on. Okay, and there he is in there with Lando, really hard to see, but oh well, looks good anyway. And there he is in the Home One briefing, and that's where you start to see he's a little bit shorter than some of the other figures in that scene, so it still looks pretty cool to me. Anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. Ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.